The information shared on the Slipstream gift are from personal accounts and experiences, which are intended to help create discussions on the possibilities and perspectives of energetic potentials. Any communications, considerations, or recommendations are not a substitute for medical, psychological, or licensed professional help in wellness or recovery. Please seek a qualified practitioner regarding specific needs or concerns. We thank you and hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Slipstream Gift, a place of energetic healing potentials waiting to be explored. Hosts Todd Wilcox and Brandon Wainwright will take you on a deep dive of discussion into energetic modalities, self-healing, consciousness expansion, spiritual peace, and overall positive encouragement, while traversing life's spiraling universal questions. Each episode provides a sacred space to share ideas as well as experience interactive energy healing sessions, all guided live with heart. Now here are your hosts, Todd Wilcox and Brandon Wainwright.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Slipstream Gift. I'm your host, Brandon Wainwright, along with Todd Wilcox, and we're here to offer healings and spiritual discussion today. Sorry for the delay in getting started. We had some technical issues that we were dealing with, not the first time, but hopefully there's still some people here present and ready to join us and hopefully receive some healing. How's it going, Todd?
I'm doing great. And yeah, and we were talking about this off air, but even though we started late, there's probably a reason we started late. And I want to thank everybody for hanging in there. You just never know when you're really feeling it. Think about a time that when just everything went right. Everything you did worked out perfectly. You were just in the right place at the right time. You were feeling great. You were feeling strong. You were feeling powerful, and you ran into people that you didn't expect to run into. And I feel like when we get together, we get into that flow, we get into that rhythm, we find that place in the quantum field that helps us find those people that we're looking for and that are looking for us. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to do this tonight and see who's out there and what we can do, and have a great night.
Yeah, awesome. So the Enough Said is on here. Hi Jennifer, thanks for being here. Yes, we've got some people that are actually present. So excellent. I just wanted to talk about just some concepts that have been in my consciousness lately. Just real quick before we get started. One of them is just the idea of oneness and connection and non-duality, the reality of things in spirit. And this is something, it's a concept that, oh God, my incense is blowing right in my face here. It's a concept that people, it's easy to intellectualize it, but to actually be one with it and to feel that is something different. And I have to say that, hey, Emilio, he's the one that's Enough Said. Emilio is a friend of mine on Facebook who is a fan of Tyson's gift, and he had a dog named Miho or Hiho, his son, that he lost a few years ago, and he's been a big supporter. So I appreciate you being here, brother. But anyway, the idea of oneness and non-duality is something that I think one of the things about doing energy work and spirituality, mediumship, and that sort of, I don't do that so much, more focused on energy, but the connectedness that we have in doing so, and the connectedness that gets demonstrated just through the benefits of spiritual energy work, especially when it's distance. It just demonstrates that oneness and that lack of duality every day. there's a whole other layer to that. I think it's discussed in A Course in Miracles, which is pure non-duality, which is basically that we're all God. The reality is this. Sorry, I like to drink coffee even in the afternoon. This coffee cup doesn't really exist as a coffee cup. I don't really exist. You don't really exist. Our spirits do, but it's all one with God. And so when you think about that and you really contemplate the depth of that and the significance of it, if you really get into the nitty-gritty of it, it makes getting on that frequency with oneness and being able to connect to others, it just makes it that much more tangible and easier. I don't know if I'm putting this in a way that makes sense, but I just wanted to point that out. Keeping that in your awareness, I think that right there is the big picture. You know, our oneness, our eternal nature, our connectedness, not just to our loved ones, but everybody, and the compassion that comes with that. You know, when you realize that you are this shithead that you run into that just cuts you off on the freeway, that's you. You know, and it's important to it's important to keep that in mind, if not emotionally, but at least intellectually and substantively. If you can keep that in your consciousness, it kind of keeps you grounded and connected to the big picture. And I think that is more important than anything else. Everything else that you do spiritually hopefully ties back into those realities and concepts. I think that brings a lot of peace. At least it does to me. It's not always easy, I'll admit. I'm just like everybody else. I get caught up in my day-to-day, that, you know, whatever's going on, I get focused on things. I forget in the moment sometimes that this is the reality of things, but I think it's important to meditate on that and keep it is in your consciousness as much as possible, because over time, like I said, I'm a work in progress, but it is becoming more and more habitual for me, and I got to assume that's the same with everybody else. So just want to put that out there. Big picture stuff.
Absolutely. And as you were talking about that, I'm picturing a lot of different things and just thinking about how connected we all are, and how many times I'll be thinking about somebody and they show up, or be thinking about a process or an item or whatever, and then the next thing you know, there it is. And you know, people say, well, that's just your reticular activating system happening, but I think it's deeper than that. That might be what's catching it, but we have that draw. We draw each other to ourselves. We find those people and things that are important to us, and we always find a way back. It's funny how we always find a way back. So I'm excited to keep doing that and working on that.
Well, and you know, just drawing on A Course in Miracles, it says in there, we all will become enlightened. It's just, it may take longer, you know, for some than others. And, you know, even if you're on the path, you can delay it depending on what your consciousness is, but ultimately we're all heading in the same direction. And so, yeah, it ultimately, it all comes back around. So, so you want to get into some healings, or what are you thinking?
I want to touch on this weekend with me. So I was helping somebody with some gravel and hurt my back, and you know, just I'm 63 and still don't believe it, and was trying to work like I was in my 20s still, and boy, was my back tight. And as if by magic, Brandon reached out for something, and we started texting back and forth, and he started sending me some energy to help that recover. And what would have normally taken me a good week to get where I could walk normal, I was feeling pretty good within 24 hours and continued to improve. Now, it doesn't, it doesn't completely stop. But boy, where I am compared to where I anticipated being, night and day difference. So thank you for that, Brandon. And Brandon has we trade stuff back and forth, and the things that Brandon's done for me recently is we've talked about the sleeping. My sleeping patterns are awful. 40 plus years of bad sleep, and I probably get 7 nights out of 10 now where I have an okay night compared to most people, which is a quantum leap from what I usually would have. And so things are getting better that way too. And that's a lot of years and decades of bad sleep that's changing very rapidly. And I wanted to thank you for that. And also for the back work. The stuff you do is very powerful and strong. And if anybody's thinking about doing something like that, I would encourage you to reach out to Brandon, and you can go to tysonsgift.com and get in touch with Brandon for that. And he's been very helpful to me and to other people, and really just a talented energy worker.
Thanks, brother. I really appreciate it. You don't have to say those things. It's not required.
I know. That's what makes it even better. Is I don't have to. Nobody twisted my arm and nobody paid me.
Well, and I will say that, since we're doing a love fest here, I'll say the same thing, for you. Todd works differently than I do. As if you've tuned into the show before, Todd has his quantum room that actually has visuals in it. And, he's done, we exchange weekly, if he has something acute or if I have something acute, we'll reach out to each other. But so there's ongoing healing that he's been doing for me as well, and I believe it's really helping. I can't really share what's been going on because it's stuff involving my family, and it's pretty personal, and I know some of the people involved would not appreciate it if I shared anything on the air, but I'll just say that he is every bit as powerful as I am, if not more, and doing a lot of beautiful work there. So I thank you as well.
Yeah. And when we team up, watch out.
That's it. We're here. That's why we're doing the show, so that we have a venue on which we can offer our services to other people, and really do God's work as best as we can right here on the air. Just real quick, just to shout out to all the folks that are tuned in right now. The first person that I saw in there, Africa Burt, she's asking for messages. That's not so much how we work here, but we can certainly do a session for you.
Yeah, let's try. I don't know what we'll get.
We might get some messages, but that's not. We're not. We don't so much do readings as much as we do energy healing sessions. But especially with Todd, he's very clairvoyant. It's very visual stuff. So you describe the stuff that comes up, and it might make sense to you. It often has in the past. But also, I just want to shout out to Labyrinthian Criterion. For being here again. Jennifer, always a strong supporter. We appreciate you a lot. Emilio, Natasha, my friend JD. I think it says John Miller on there, but yeah, JD, I appreciate you always supporting us. Ashley, and of course Kelly. Oh, and Michael Christopher, who's a character. This is the Cool Kids page. Yes. So if you're here, you're part of the cool team. And then Wezzy, Bernadette, thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of our show. Oh, and Allison, more and more people. Pam, thank you for being here. Oh, that's a friend of mine. Thank you. But I don't want to distract from all the stuff we're doing, but I just want to acknowledge y'all. So let's see. I'm open to energy healing. Oh wow. Okay. Erica Burt. I'm sorry, I said Africa. My bad.
I was gonna text you about that later.
Oops. she has a pituitary brain tumor, so struggle with sleepiness. So yeah, of course we can definitely do a session for you. So yeah, so you want to start with that, John?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I wanted to, what was it? There was something. Oh, Bernadette, and this is probably the best for you to answer. Bernadette asks if I speak to God and Jesus, do they hear me? I know that you're more involved with that than I am. I'm not saying I'm against it or anything, but I don't practice it as much as Brandon. So it's probably more your spot.
Well, this is going to be an improvised answer, but of course, absolutely, they hear you, and you know, God is the creator, and God is the overall arching force that we're all a part of, and so of course, when you talk to him, I'm only saying him because for him, her, whatever, it's the same thing. Yeah, he definitely hears you. And Jesus, Jesus is connected to all of us as well. And, he's an ascended master, and he's tuned in. And the other thing, just to keep in mind, it's hard to imagine, just the way it makes sense to me. I don't have all the answers. I'm certainly not a guru, but just going to share with you what I think. Jesus there is no such thing as time. There's no even such thing as space, for that matter. And so, when you talk to Jesus, Jesus is connected to all of us at once, and can have impact all of us at once, and guide us all at once. And he's doing that. So when you talk to him, yes, he hears you. You ask for his help, you ask for his guidance, and he will offer that. It may not necessarily come in a way that you can consciously understand. It may not come in a way that that you're expecting and that you can make sense of, or that where it's super tangible to you. It may not unfold in the way that you would like, that's convenient, but it will unfold in a way that's for your highest good, and it will ultimately help you grow and ascend for the most efficiently, with the most love, and it just might not be in the form that you're expecting. So the answer is absolutely. And that comes back to, obviously Jesus is an ascended master. But he's no different from us. He's just on a different level in terms of his progress. But to keep in mind that oneness that I always talk about on each episode, we're all connected. We're all a part of God, but just on a simple level, we're all connected. Think of it as a giant phone line. And because of that, you're not just connected to me, you're not just connected to Todd, you're also connected to Jesus. But obviously Jesus is on a very high level, and he's very tuned in. And so, yes, you desire to tune into Jesus. Absolutely, you can. And he will hear you. He does hear you.
And that's why I turned that over to Brandon. My response would have been yes.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it makes sense. I mean, I like I said, I think I have some wisdom, but I don't consider myself to be a guru or on any higher level than anybody else. So, but that's my understanding. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Hopefully it gives you some peace, and has some benefit for you.
Yeah. And there was, so we've got Wezzy asking for one, and I thought I saw one more before Wezzy, after Erica. Maybe it was Bernadette.
You mean Africa?
All right.
Sorry, Erica. Just kidding. You're part of our show now. You're an insider.
All right. So we'll do Erica, and then Bernadette and Wezzy if we have time.
Perfect.
All righty. You ready?
Yes, sir. So for those of you that haven't tuned in before, I know many of you have, and we appreciate you for being here. But Todd, you want to describe how we work? Because you're kind of the Todd is the driver, and I'm part of the engine. Is the way I would.
He's the warp drive. So Brandon's the warp drive, gets us there with plenty of power. And what happens is I'll go in, I'll do my thing, I'll find my energy, cover myself, go to the quantum room, invite who we're working with into the quantum room, and take it from there. We'll look for any kind of blocks that they have, anything that shows up that we need to work on. We never know what we're going to find. And while we're doing that, Brandon is sending his energy to us and just making sure I have plenty of energy to work with what needs to be done, making sure that the person that we're working with has the energy that needs to be worked on, and that we're able to be the most help. And really the way I look at it is we're that last piece of the puzzle. People will be maybe going to the doctor or doing other energy work, and they're getting better, but they're not quite there. And what we do is we're that last piece that makes it all work, that gets the energy aligned so that all those other things can work together with the person and get them where they need to be. And that's the way I look at it. You might say the straw that broke the camel's back and made it all work. I hate to say that we break something to make it work, but we're that final piece that gets everything in alignment and gets the energy flowing right and helps people make those changes and development in their life.
Well said, my friend. Well said. I just wanted to shout out to Andrea. I just saw she came on first time. She made a point to just say it was her first time on watching the show. So thank you for being here, Andrea. We appreciate you.
Welcome, Andrea.
So,
all right. So I'll be doing a lot of talking over the next few minutes, a half hour or so. Brandon will be more quiet, and we'll see
my heavy breathing
where we can go. Except for his breathing, yes. All right, here we go. I'm in my quantum room. It's in deep space. I have my highest level guides, my animal guides. The warrior team that helps me and also the love team that helps me is all here. I can feel Brandon's energy circling the quantum room and feeding it. If you remember the old car, the Duster, I'm really seeing his energy as that tornado duster today, really spinning well, very powerful, just really feeding the quantum room. And I invite Erica in. So Erica comes in and something different is happening. Usually people are standing with me. Erica's actually in, I can't tell if she's like standing in a lake or an ocean or just a big field of energy, but she's up to her waist in something. It feels kind of like the ocean. And I've not seen this before, so we're just going to go with it. And I'm inviting her guides to come in as well. If they can show themselves to me, that would be great. If they just want to talk to me and Erica, that would be great. But let us know what you're thinking. Erica, I don't know if this is going to make sense to you, but I feel like I have a bloody nose right now. I keep reaching up to my nose, thinking I've got a bloody nose. That may mean something to you. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I manifest something that's bothering a person. So you may have something going on with your nose or nasal area. But yeah, I keep thinking I have a bloody nose as we're talking. And I see things swimming around you. So it must be water that you're in, up your waist in water. And I can see not very big fish, about a foot long fish swimming around you. And my dogs that help are looking at those fish. They're curious about them. They're not trying to catch them or anything, but the fish are definitely there with you. And Erica, I'm not getting any words or anything like that, but really something's going on with my nose. I don't know if that's going to make sense to you or not. And then the fish that are around you. And these fish could be anything. It's just how they're being represented in energy. It could be some pets. It could be something else in your life, something small. But there's quite a few of them. And now I'm seeing a moon background and maybe some mountains. Looks like mountains in the background with the moon above them. So I'm feeling more and more like you're in a lake rather than the ocean or an energy lake. I'm going to ask your guides one more time if there's anything they want to tell me, or if they've told me with my nose and the fish and the water and the moon and the mountains. I have two words coming to mind: immerse and accepted. And I'm going to have the teams that work with me surround you and send healing love to you from the energy field and also from Brandon. And as I do this, you glow very, very white, kind of a golden white. No longer human form, very bright, glowing light. And I'm going to leave that quantum room now, leave you with the teams getting that love energy and Brandon's energy. And I'm going to come back to everybody else. Okay, so as I'm looking at this, Lake Michigan for healing.
It says
my tumor is behind my nose. Okay.
There you go. There you go. Wow. So I turned the microphone away so you didn't have to listen to the heavy breathing. I don't want to sound like George McFly from Back to the Future. um, so I always go to Lake Michigan for, oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So right before you said that, I got this image of, it, it looked like an ocean, but it could have been, and now that makes a lot of sense, because Lake from Lake Michigan can look like an ocean, right? But it was very
Without
dark.
question. Yeah.
It was weird, because it was like almost like it would either be right before dawn or right after dusk, like after the sun drops below the horizon. And it was almost like the fluid was almost like viscous, almost, is what it almost looked like. It was very, very dark, like indigo, like dark, well, almost like black. At least for me, that's what I was seeing. And
Yeah.
it was
Very, very similar.
And I literally saw that right before you said ocean. So then I saw, I'm just gonna share what I saw, because I'm not gonna question it. Well, actually, technically, before I saw that, I saw Daisy, a white Daisy, and then I saw the Pink Panther. I don't know why. I saw the Pink Panther, and then after that, Big Bird from Sesame Street.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember what else. And then towards the end, I saw a blueberry muffin, and the feeling that I got, it was like a warm, steaming blueberry muffin, very comforting, like that kind of comfort food type of thing. And then right at the very end, right before you came out, I saw broccoli, and just a head of broccoli. And I think what that meant is just very healing and nutritious, like bringing a lot of nutrients to the situation. That was the impression that I had, but I take it for what it is. These are the things that popped into my head as I was doing it.
Yeah. No, that's it's quite amazing. A year ago, you weren't seeing anything like that.
I was. I've learned to trust a little bit more. I've been seeing these things for a while, but I try, I just try to, when I'm doing a healing on another person, I'll just ask for, whatever comes through, and I'll share it. And sometimes it'll make sense, sometimes it won't. Tamika's here. That's a friend of mine. I just saw that she's here. Thanks for being here, babe. So, well, good. I hope, Eric,
Yeah.
I hope that brings you a big sense of peace and a sense of healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yellow and birds. Huh? That's interesting. She's a florist and she loves yellow and birds. Yeah, big bird.
And the panther spirit animal.
This is snuffy.
Very good, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're picking up some strong stuff.
Oh my God. Her dad had a blueberry field. Well, if I was going to interpret that, I would say your dad was saying hello. I wouldn't have known that unless you said your dad, but I mean, that would be my interpretation. So good.
Yeah.
Dad's bringing you some comfort.
All righty. So, should we do Bernadette now?
Yeah, no. Bernadette, I think, yeah. She was, yeah. She was the one that you did last time when you were really drained.
Oh, we did? No, I don't.
Last session. Oh, that was the one where it wiped you out.
Okay.
So just be prepared. Do you want to try to do the other one first?
Maybe we better.
Just to
yeah, I didn't realize we'd already done.
That's all right, Bernadette. That wasn't a criticism or a complaint.
Yeah.
Just.
Okay.
No, you're evolving. You're not a mess.
Let's try Wezzy. All right. We'll move down to Wezzy.
All right.
And everybody, it's for me, it's best if you don't tell me too much. Oftentimes I almost try to force it. The more I know, the less I know, the better. Um, the more open I am, I guess. So the less you tell us, for me, the better. So I'm in the quantum room, and Wesy, I don't know if this means anything to you, but I felt heat around my arms, chest. Um, kind of like if you hug somebody on a warm day and you get that extra body heat touching you. It felt kind of like that. I don't know if that was somebody touching me or trying to, like hug you, but there was heat from elbow to shoulder, all through my chest, the whole thing, chest and stomach. I'm in a place that's a little different than normal. It's very bright, very, very bright. Um, I've seen rooms that look like this on science fiction science fiction TV and movies where you can't see any corners or the floor or the ceiling. It's just white everywhere, white light everywhere. It's what I feel like we're in right now, Wesy. Um, and I can see somebody, and I don't know if it's you or somebody with you. I'm really having a hard time getting a clear picture, but I know somebody is wearing a vest. I can see a vest pretty clearly, a dark vest. It's not buttoned. I see a hand on your shoulder, your right shoulder. And when I look at that hand, it's almost like there's electricity going through my back. Um, almost like whoever's touching you is using me to put my hand on your shoulder, and I feel electricity coming up through my back and out through my right arm. So it would be onto your left shoulder. This is really odd. Normally, I see the person that I invite into the quantum room, and I see them fairly clearly. I'm not getting a good visual of you, and I feel like there's somebody else there, but I'm not getting a good grasp of them either. I'm seeing a thing that looks like it's like an Art Deco um, emblem, like on the Chrysler. I think it's the 300 that has the circle in the middle and then the two wings coming out. It's a very cool Art Deco shape, but I'm only seeing part of it, and it's kind of yellow, not really gold, but more yellow. And now there's a very strong ringing in my ear. I feel like it's ringing through both ears, but it's really on the left side of me that I'm picking it up. Now I'm seeing a smile. I'm going to ask the warrior team to go over to you and see if they can find any sort of energy block we need to remove. And this is just such a different experience. I'm hoping that what I'm telling you makes sense, Wesy. Desi is a beagle and she can sniff things out, and usually she will pull the energetic item from the person, but this time it turned into a hand again. There's something, I just keep getting this hand. It was on your shoulder earlier, and now it's reaching into your ribs, kind of by your on the left side, about halfway down your rib cage, reaching in and pulling out. It looks like an apple. And we give that area cleansing energy, and then the love team gives it love energy to seal it and to heal that area so nothing else goes there. We clean that apple up and then give it love energy. And it becomes a frog that hops away. And for those of you that haven't heard this before, what's happening is we're removing energy that's showing itself as a particular item. It might be a stick or a rock or, who knows what. And we remove it, we give it cleansing energy and then healing energy so it can return to where its original state, where it can go help somebody else. These things are typically things that started out helping us that we've outgrown and now hurt us a little bit and are causing trouble and cause energy to not flow correctly. So that's gone. Chest is tighter. My chest is tighter now that I'm talking about it. And now she just pulled something from right at the front of your rib cage in your stomach area. It looks like a lizard, baby alligator, something like that. It's kind of thrashing around. And we seal that area and give it love, and then give cleansing energy to that. I'll call it an alligator. And then love energy. And it turns into a small puddle. And I don't know what any of these mean. I don't try to interpret. They may mean something to you, but it's how this energy is manifesting itself to me. It may just be that the energy is changing back to its original state, and that's how I perceive it. And it has maybe nothing to do with the energy. It's hard to say. That's for you to decide. And I'm going to go through and do just a cleansing net over the top of your head. There's a energetic net between my hands, and I'll go from the top of your head all the way down, all the way down, and out through the bottom of your feet. And everything that was filtered out went onto the ground, and it looks a little bit like wet sand. And we're going to clean that up with energy, then give it love energy. And it becomes some kind of a small statue. And now the love team surrounds you and just gives you love energy, healing energy. And when I'm talking about love energy, it's the energy of the quantum field. It's the energy that we're all made from. It's that energy from that perfect place that we can get to at times, that place of flow, that place of perfection. Love's the best word for it. All right.
That's it. That'll wrap it up.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was different. It started out as almost like trying to do a reading, but that's, and then it came back to our normal stuff for the energy alignment. And it must have been a good one because I virtually can't remember a thing that I just talked about.
Yeah.
Which is not uncommon. I typically will use a dictation program so I can tell people what I saw. Brandon, oftentimes I'll send him a dictation of what happened, and he'll ask me questions about it. And for the life of me, I can't remember. That's a place that is so different from our world that my brain, I can see it and I can live it while it's happening. But once I get out of there, it's gone.
Gosh, yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering now too. Let's see. Damn. I guess I must have been in the same place because I'm having trouble. First thing I saw a 4-leaf clover. That was like it popped in immediately. And then I saw zebra stripes, which for me generally represents balance. It's I'll see varying. Sometimes I'll see a zebra stripe. Sometimes I'll see piano keys, and that could mean that you're a musician, but a lot of times it means balance. And I in the universe sort of spirit telling you that you've got to pay attention to that, trying to keep balance. The next thing I saw was a pine cone, like an opening pine cone, which for me, what I interpreted that as is rebirth. And so I think that's what Spirit's trying to tell you is balance and rebirth right now. The other thing I saw was it looked like an animal skin. Like it could have been an actual animal, but what I was seeing was fur, and with it was like grayish fur with some like spots in it. And I don't know what that means. I don't know, maybe so take it for what you will.
And there, I must have had it taken out of me a little bit. I just had a random dog. Somebody's dog in the clubhouse just walked up to me and had to hang out and give me a little dog energy.
Yeah, I'm a little taxed too, to be honest with you. that which I usually am not. Usually I'm pretty like just like it keeps flowing through. And one thing I forgot to say too with Erica's with hers, my head was spinning during that, and I don't know. I mean, I just felt slightly dizzy, but I think it was just the energy was. I mean, it was really, really moving.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, whoa.
I don't remember which person it was, but I definitely saw the tornado energy of yours in one
Oh
of them.
man. Oh, that makes sense. I
Um,
forgot you said that. Yeah.
yeah.
Allison, we're glad you're here too. So just a quick commentary there. The other thing I wanted to say, Vivian, thanks for being here from Hawaii. She's another first time listener. That really caught my eye because Hawaii is one of my favorite places in the world. I hope someday to split my time between Hawaii and the mainland when I'm rich and famous.
That'd be good.
So, okay. So, all right. So you want to do Bernadette?
We can probably getting up to it time wise, so that'd probably be the last one, energy
So are
level
you
wise. Also,
are you up for it?
yeah, we'll do a cleansing, healing, that kind of thing. See what we get, and that'll probably be it for tonight. But yeah, I saw a number of people have requested help tonight, and I'm sorry we can't get to everybody, but please come on next time we're on, and we'll certainly maybe for the next few weeks anyway, maybe even longer. We need to be very careful about only doing people that we haven't worked with in the past, so that everybody gets a turn.
Yeah, Bernadette, don't feel bad.
Yeah,
This is
no.
we're just being realistic about what we're capable of. That's all. But don't feel bad. Definitely don't feel bad.
No.
The other thing that I want to point out, and this is something that I haven't really done much in the past, or we haven't done, is we definitely, we both have day jobs, but this is work that we are passionate about and love doing. So if you want to contact us off the air, we may charge a small fee, but it's not much. We're not in this for the money. But if you would like to communicate with us one-on-one and do a session off the air, Todd's website is slipstreamshaman.com and mine is tysonsgift.com. And they're on the little ticker that goes under the screen too, if you're not sure what our websites are. But Todd at Todd's website, you can get his book, which is amazing. And it's a fast read too. I've read it. I can count for that. And on my website, my book is also on there. That talks about my dog Tyson and how my spiritual awakening occurred. It's kind of a combination between Marley and me and the dog's purpose, only it really happened.
Yeah.
And so just if you'd like to check that out, we'd love for you to do that. But just know that we're available off the air if you feel like you have a need for our services. We're very much happy to help you with that.
Yeah. And the little dog you see running at the start of the show, that's Tyson. And he's in between us, for the logo. So Amazon for mine.
Mine's on both, actually. You can get it on paperback, Audible, or on ebook. It's on all three of them.
Same here.
Yeah. So no excuses. You can multitask. Listen to the book while you're working out. That's what I do.
All righty. Should we bring Bernadette in?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We'll close it out after this, but just in case you're gonna tune out or whatever, we just want to say thanks so much for tuning in and becoming a part of our community and part of the Sacred Spiral Network community. And we really appreciate you being here and giving us an opportunity to connect with you and do what we love doing.
Yes. And thanks to Kelly for making all the technical stuff work. If it was up to Brandon and I, we'd be doing smoke signals. So
it's true. It's true. That's not an exaggeration. I'd probably burn my house down too in the process.
All righty.
All right, brother.
All right. Got Bernadette into the quantum room, and she's got a big smile on her face. And I didn't need Desi for this one. There's a storm right behind Bernadette's head, like when people do a bun. Right behind her head, there's a storm. There's all kinds of things in it. I'm going to put some grounding rods into the floor of the quantum room and wire into that storm and pull the energy out of it. And as the energy is leaving, different things are falling out of that storm. I see rocks, sticks, like tools, wrenches, that kind of thing. Silverware, all kinds of stuff is falling out of that storm as the storm dissipates and loses its power. Okay, and the storm is gone now. And before it can come back, we're going to put some cleansing energy around Bernadette's head, the back of her head, to seal that area and heal it, and then send that love energy to that area to get it set and protected. Now we're going to send cleansing energy to all the things that fell out, and then love energy to send them through the natural state. But the whole thing turned into papers. I can't say that they were papers in a book or in a newspaper or just a stack of papers. I couldn't see it that well, but they just became papers and organized papers, and they've returned to their natural state. Their energy has been reabsorbed back into the universe in its natural state. And I'm going to do a filter through Bernadette. Spirit, body, energy, all the way through. That filtering net between my hands. Filtering out, aligning energy, getting things flowing right. And as I do that, I can feel energy coming up through the right side and circling and then going back out through the left side as it cycles through. And then we just surround Bernadette with the love team and let that energy flow up through her feet, all the way through her and out through her hand, out through her head, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hands. The energy is going all the way through her and going out until every part has new, fresh, strong energy. And what was tired and what was broken has been reabsorbed into the universe to go back to its natural state. I'm going to leave Bernadette there for a minute, receiving that energy. As I come back. So that one, that time I energized, I actually got some of that energy as well. I felt it at the end. It might have been what you were sending, Brandon. I might have picked up on that, but definitely got some universal energy out of that and got some strength.
Yeah, that one was especially about midway through towards the end, it was like another, I mean, it was like, it was really, really going. I didn't feel dizzy though, like I did on the first one. It was more like just a ton of like spinning energy. I saw the first thing that came in, it was like a green plant, and it kind of zoomed out, and basil. I saw basil. So I don't know if that means anything to you, Bernadette. It could be a message from somebody. It could be, maybe use basil in your salad. Could be that's like Todd. I'm not sure what the interpretation might be. Next, I saw marshmallows. Popped in very clearly, marshmallows. And don't know what that means either. And then I saw when right before you said, kind of probably right before I saw a fork, and you were talking about utensils flying out of the storm, and I saw a fork up close. Trying to think of, there was some, and then I saw like baby blue, not powder blue, but kind of a light blue Lego. It was just a Lego. And I took that to mean, you're putting it together, pieces, building blocks, that type of thing. And being that it was the color of blue, it was like the sky blue. I would say, if I had to interpret it, I would say, that it's having to do with your throat chakra, and which I was looking at basil. She said she was looking at basil. So yeah, there you go. But putting if I had to guess, as far as your communication, you're putting it together and you're improving your communication. I didn't get a female or male side to that, but yeah, keep working on your communication. Baby steps. But you are putting it together.
And then I just want everybody to know that Brandon and I aren't sharing the same cup.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it down and he's picking it up, but boy, they sure look.
Yeah. Hey, do that again. Wait. Set it down. Oh, thanks, Todd. Yeah, they do look the same. Well, didn't even occur to me. So good, Bernadette. I hope that you got a lot out of that. I hope you're noticing a difference. And one thing I wanted to say too was, if you want to end up receiving a healing on the air, and you can reach out to us off the air and request that you be kind of put in the queue ahead.
That's a great idea.
So don't be afraid to do that. But again, we're also willing to work with you off the air as well. This is, like I said, it's our passion. You're certainly not putting us out. We'd love to work with you. But definitely, if you would like to receive on the air, reach out to us in advance. If anything, it'll give us an idea of what we're walking into. Although no details, because Todd doesn't like details.
Yeah, the less details, the better.
Probably better for me too.
I just try too hard when I have details.
Yeah, definitely. She's asking, was there anyone in the storm with you? Did you?
I don't remember seeing any people. If there was, I would have said it. I don't remember seeing people. But yeah, it's gone now if I did. But I'm pretty sure I would have said something if I saw a person there.
Looks like pretty much everybody's tuned out at this point, huh?
Thank you, Wheezy. Wezzy. I'm sorry, Wezzy.
Okay, So we should probably wrap it on up.
Yeah.
But again, slipstreamshaman.com or tysonsgift.com if you want to reach us off the air. We really appreciate you being here. And again, as much as we can, it hasn't been a perfect schedule, but we're shooting for, bi-weekly on Wednesday nights, 5:30 p.m. So 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be back on the air and doing our thing. So we'd love to see you, and we'd love to hear from you off the air as well. Anything else, brother?
I think that's it, buddy. Time to go do our stuff.
Okay. Again, love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of our community and trusting us. Reach out. We'll
Yes.
love to connect with you.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Kelly.